Hi guys, I'm on a veggie kick today. Right now I'm sifting compost over carrot seeds that I planted earlier. Then I'm going to whip up a veggie stir fry that will knock your socks off. It's the kind of vegetarian main course that you can make well in advance and simply reheat before serving. And the best part? It's the kind of vegetarian main course that even meat eaters like me will love. Before we get started, let me thank my friends at Garden Design Magazine for helping sponsor today's recipe. The magazine comes out 4 times a year and it's always filled with great information and amazing photography. Visit gardendesign.com/Kevin to order and receive your bonus issue. One nice aspect of this recipe is that you can use any vegetables you like or happen to have on hand. Today I'm using a colorful collection of bell peppers. And by the way, a red pepper is simply a green pepper that was allowed to ripen. You will also want 1 large onion cut into large chunks. And if you feel like it, a head of broccoli cut into florets. I'm also using some chopped garlic, just a couple of cloves, and a knob of fresh ginger. Let me show you the easy way to cut up a bell pepper. First, stand it upright, and then slice right down the walls of the pepper. This way, most, if not all, of the seeds will remain intact. Then cut the peppers lengthwise into, 1/2-inch slices, and then crosswise to make chunks about this big. You want them to be large enough that you can easily pick them up with chopsticks. Then add the red pepper to your already chopped yellow and orange peppers and give them a little toss with your hands. Then pull off the broccoli florets. If your florets are on the large size, just cut them into smaller pieces. We want them to be able to cook quickly in the skillet. So our dish has plenty of protein. You'll want to add some cubed tofu. Go for the extra firm tofu, and sometimes you can find it already cubed. Just drain it in a colander first. Pour some peanut oil into a hot skillet, a tablespoon or 2. And peanut oil has a high burn point. That's why I like to use it as opposed to olive oil. Then add the onions and listen to them sizzle. Then add all of your chopped colorful peppers. And the broccoli. You could add some cut up zucchini to this too. I do that sometimes, but I figured we had enough green with the broccoli. And then season them up with some kosher salt and freshly ground pepper. Give them a toss. By the way, this isn't really a stir fry because you don't have to stand for 20 minutes stirring this stuff. You can just cover it and let the veggies cook, for 5, 7, or even 10 minutes. You want to test them after maybe 7 minutes to see if they're the way you like them. Again, go for tender crisp. While the veggies are doing their thing, let's make a quick sauce. This will be a slightly spicy sauce, and you'll see why in a moment. So let's start by adding, a 1/3 cup of tamari. This is a gluten-free tamari. And about a 1/3 cup of vegetable stock. If you're not a vegetarian, you could use chicken stock. And some white wine, because everything is better with white wine. If you can't have wine, don't use it. Just use water or more vegetable stock. Grate our ginger directly into the sauce. I love this micro zester. And here's where the heat comes in. This is something called Sambal Oelek. It's a dried chili paste, very popular in many countries. I'm putting in a soup spoon worth and splashing some of it on the counter. And we want to whisk these together. And then to thicken the sauce, we're going to add a generous tablespoon of plain old cornstarch and whisk that in really well. When the veggies are tender crisp, you'll know it's time to add the garlic. I don't like to add garlic too early because it can burn and become bitter. Just stir that in. And then add the sauce. And just stir it around gently. And as the sauce comes to a bubble, it will thicken immediately. This will take, only like 20 seconds. So now add the cubed tofu and just kind of fold it in among the veggies and the sauce. Doesn't this look beautiful? And it makes quite a bit too. So if you live alone, you probably find that you could eat this all week long. To serve this delicious meal, take some hot brown rice. I made this earlier today. You can actually make brown rice and freeze it. You can do the same with white rice and just reheat it in the microwave. And then spoon the gorgeous vegetables and tofu over the rice. And this is entirely up to you, but I'm madly in love with sesame seed oil, so I like to put a few drops, a few shakes on top. It adds tons of flavor. And then we will give this a little taste. Absolutely perfect. There's heat, but it's not the kind of heat that would make smoke come out of your ears. You can taste the ginger, the tamari, and the vegetables are just perfectly cooked. They're not soft and mushy, they're not too hard. Promise me you'll try this dish someday. And again, you can make this in advance and let it come to room temperature and then cover it and refrigerate it. And whenever you feel hungry, just nuke it in the microwave or on the stovetop. It's a great thing to have on hand. Now, my cameraman just reminded me that I forgot to add a very fun garnish, and that's plain old sesame seeds. They have a little bit of crunch, and again, they just look pretty. If you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and post a comment below. Also, the weather's getting nice here, so let me know if you'd like me to shoot some videos of the gardens. I'll see you next time with either another delicious recipe or maybe a garden tour. Bye.